Today's mobile hunting video is going to be all about using 3 sticks to kind of utilize and be the most efficient in my mobile hunting setup. You know, I've heard guys like Parker McDaniel and Greg Godfrey talk about they love using just 3 sticks. And obviously Cody's a big 2-stick guy. So this kind of incorporates 1 extra stick, still very efficient. The other thing I think I'm gonna do to my system is I obviously got the new bow holder from Custom Gear and it's way lighter and it packs better. So I'm excited to get that on. And then I may mess around and try and get my KUIU straps off one of my frame systems and get it on there. Note here, I've got 2 of the long sticks and a double with a cable aider. And the long sticks are held in place by some J hooks, but this double is just on here willy-nilly with no additional strap. I'm just using my pack strap as kind of a overall compression. And so it's pretty solid in place and no extra work to keep it secured. But I came to this method because late season last year I went back to running 2 longs and I liked the buckleless method a little better than the double. But this kind of combines those two. You can't beat the comfort of these KUIU straps. They've also got like a back pad that sits right on like above your tailbone. I mean, this is like the Cadillac of straps, and I just happen to have an extra one because of some additional purchases in the years past. Something I plan to do this year that's different from years past is go back to this like webbing climbing aider. And what this will allow me to do is get to that 7-foot mark on the first stick. And then in super high situations, I can go ahead and transfer this from one stick to another. So that's kind of a reason I've gone back, I think, to this method to start the season. I also really like running the traditional buckleless method. I found last year in testing these straps, being that they're flat, grab the tree way better than say a rounder rope. And so I just feel that this method is pretty quick and easy. You don't have a buckle, and it just seems to be the best method for myself. So again, going back to 3 sticks, it works nice because I've got 1 on the tree, a stick on each hip, pretty traditional. And for my screw-in step or rope step, whatever you guys are legally able to do, it fits in a pocket. So now I'm able to take off and I don't have to juggle an extra stick on the tree. I think this is a very efficient way to leave the ground floor, if you will. Another final piece of gear I'll be using that's in my pack is one of these Cranford rope steps. So in the big woods, sometimes I find myself needing to get super high. I think this combination is gonna allow for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 height tests. I'll do a standard where I just use the long aider on the bottom and 3 total sticks. Obviously I got a cable aider on my double. And then I'll do a max one where I throw in that step in a transfer, and I'm gonna transfer the climbable aider from one stick to the next. This would be a situation of big woods hunting and I'm like in a telephone pole and I'm like, well, my best cover is to get as high as I can. Or okay, on the regular easy height test, I didn't stretch anything too crazy out. 6-inch platform above the last step, I got 15.5 foot to the platform. So 3 sticks, that's not bad. I'm gonna stretch this one out where I'm gonna transfer this bad boy to the 2nd step, so I should cover some serious ground. And you gotta think with your step, you probably got like a 1.5 to 2 foot gap to your step off a stick, and then you got another 1.5 to 2 foot gap to your next stick. So I think I'm gonna put that step in after my 2nd stick. So like that really should add some significant height if I get to the big woods and really need to get super high. So it definitely takes longer to climb because of the transfer, but then also look at the gap I'm getting up there because I'm able to go into that step and get like 18 inches and then 18 inches into the cable aider. 21 foot with a 6-inch buffer above the last step, so pretty good for only 3 sticks. And this gives me a lot of versatility. Average hunt right in that 15-foot range. Got to stretch it out, I can get to that low 20s, so pretty happy with that. I think that's how I'm going to start the season. I do kind of like the long sticks. Just with that transfer method, it allows you to get to a more secure footing because you can only reach as high as a speed button. So it just gets you to that secure stick climb quickly when you're kind of monkeying around between that transfer. We are actually giving one of those away on Patreon. So you're gonna have to visit there to get the details, but basically anybody who joins our Patreon before October 1, we're gonna give away a sidekick. So pretty cool offer we got going on over there. Appreciate you guys watching. Team Harder and Bucks, we're out.